What is going on, everybody? How are you doing today? Happy Thursday. Rodney already in here. Look who's late. Well, you know what? We may be late, but we're
Actually, it was
here
my
now.
fault. It was my fault.
It's never your fault, Mr. J. It's never your fault. How you doing, JJ6? I haven't seen you since Star Wars. How you been doing?
I've been around, just going through some things, some life stuff, family affairs. Fighting with the family feuds type stuff. But trying to get back into it slowly as I take care of that. That's why I'm doing this now. So because I actually have time.
For sure. And we're all going through some stuff, and hopefully you get through it. But at least we're not Drake. Can we say amen to that? Because I think I saw a murder last night. But we are here. We're going to be talking some Lakers. Maybe I don't know what else we're going to talk about. Who God knows what we're going to talk about. But we're going to talk some Lakers. We're going to talk new head coach of the Lakers. And we're going to just speculate on it. So thank you for everybody that's hanging out. Make sure to hit that like button. Make sure to hit that share button. If you'd like to donate to the stream, there is a link. You can send it in. And if you do send something, let me know so I can read your comment. Really appreciate it. Help support the channel. We're going to be coming back doing some more stuff. I'll be doing more stuff with Jay. I'll be doing more streaming of my video games, things like that. We're going to do a lot more. So appreciate everybody that's here, everybody that's hanging out. Hope you're having a wonderful day. But let's start it off, Jay. The Los Angeles Lakers, JJ Reddick is the new head coach. I spelled his name wrong. Wish somebody would have told me. But first off, let's get your initial reaction of the news of JJ getting the job. How do you feel about it? Give me your thoughts. How are you feeling about this move?
I feel like it could be good for us. The only problems I have with it were two things, really. I hope that he's not like Steve Nash when Steve Nash was hired to coach the Nets. Couldn't coach KD, Kyrie, and I think at the time James Harden. I hope it doesn't burn out like that. I hope it's more of the lines of Steve Kerr, Ty Lue. I know asking that is a stretch. I feel like it's doable. JJ's a bright guy, as we all know. His podcast, The Old Man in the Three, plus his new one with LeBron. So, yeah, that could be a problem. That could get in the way. As do they like scrap that podcast and just focus solely on basketball, or in professionalism, or just keep it going as the season goes, like how Draymond does his stuff with the Warriors?
Yeah. Well, here's my thing. If they hire JJ Reddick and then LeBron leaves to a new team, that's an awkward podcast. If LeBron is like, I'm assuming, Jay, that this was ran by LeBron. LeBron approved it. Because we all have speculation that yes, LeBron is a free agent, but LeBron was most likely going to just re-sign for another 3 years.
3 years is crazy.
And so, huh?
No, 3 years is crazy. Man, push 40.
Oh, 3 years, maybe I don't know how long, but re-sign for a couple of years, get some more money.
Than Karl Malone.
Yeah, give more money and re-sign. But we were assuming it depended on the coaching. There's also the Bronny situation and who drafts him. And so we were all kind of like speculating. So I'm assuming that he approved this. Now, if we hear in the next couple of days that the Lakers get a deal done with LeBron or anything like that, then yeah, this was kind of planned accordingly. But according to reports, it's a 4-year deal for Reddick, who's never coached. We know his basketball career as far as Duke in college, one of the best pros. I could say he had a success. We could agree he had a successful college career. More of a six-man, more of a off the bench guy, more of a spot-up shooter. Not really what he was at Duke, but you could say he had a successful career. And really, you would think, okay, well he's a head coach now. or he was good. Being he's a head coach now, you would think, okay, he had coaching experience, but he doesn't. He did podcasting, got really into podcasting, was able to then take that and get a job at ESPN. He covered the finals. He was covering games. His insight as far as when he does podcasts, talking to other players and giving his thoughts. And obviously, you mentioned the LeBron James and his podcast where they broke down a lot of X's and O's when it came to basketball. Very interesting timing with that. And now this whole situation. But, he didn't have that experience. And so I'm wondering, there's reports of he's going to surround himself with a lot of veteran coaches, which then reports is kind of weird because then it says, well, he's going to hire Rajon Rondo, Sam Cassell, Jared Dudley, and I believe Scott Smith was the other one or someone. But those three are all players, recently played for the Lakers. Sam Cassell didn't play for the Lakers, but recent two of them recent players. Sam Cassell's been around, but he's been an assistant, things like that. How do you feel about that? How do you feel that he's never had a coaching job? Like if he had been like, a high school coach, college coach, some kind of assistant, we were like, okay, but there's no coaching experience here other than what we see him kind of talk about on his podcast. What are your thoughts about that?
Not gonna lie, it scares me. Even for the optimism in me, it scares me, a little bit because, coming in and trying to coach, somebody like LeBron and AD, and also one of the more prolific, franchises, if not the NBA, the entire world, with no experience, and just like a former player in the podcast, that's a lot to ask because trying to mend all those personalities, including LeBron, and then including getting the green lights from LeBron, because there's been reports saying like LeBron is not really fun to like fun to coach. It's really more his way or the highway, type of spiel. So and then JJ Reddick and LeBron are I ain't gonna say great friends, but they're acquaintances. So will that get in the way sometimes of making like the right basketball decision? And if he does, surround himself around, like somebody like Rondo, Dudley, who have all been on the Lakers, who were on that 2020 championship team, ironically, I think that would be a good move. But to come in without no experience, that's a tall task. And then they want immediate, the bus. Yeah, Jeannie wants immediate results, so she's not the one to sit on her hands.
Yeah, for sure. And they're obviously going to want results right away. They're obviously going to want some kind of, playoff push. They're going to want, they're going to want, because LeBron doesn't have that much time. AD,
right?
God knows how much time he has. So I think this is a kind of setup for the future, but also a setup for now. Because realistically, if we're being honest, it looks like LeBron's going to be player coach. Mm-hmm. Like JJ's the coach, right, but LeBron is going to be like, yo, this is what we're going to do. And it's going to help JJ get that on the job training to build for the future when LeBron leaves and we get another star to take over, whether we get another star or rebuild. Because you can't deny JJ Reddick's pedigree. I mean, he played under Mike Krzyzewski, one of the most decorated college coaches ever. He played for some good Doc Rivers, Stan Van Gundy. So he understands. I'm gonna assume he understands the X's and O's when it comes to basketball. It's now getting, which is the difference between being a player and being a coach. It's now getting the players to execute those X's and O's. And so it's going to be very interesting to watch and see how this progresses, how he takes this team and molds it into a championship team. Because right now, when you look at the NBA, Jay, the winning formula is, your guards that could score or power forwards that could score or small forwards, your stretch five, having a stretch five or stretch four, and playing, pretty, defense. And you're asking a older LeBron, an older AD to do that. So can JJ get that out of him? That's my question. That's my thought. That's my concern when it comes to this thing. Now, I watched a clip today. And it's funny that JJ Reddick got hired today because I watched the clip today. I made a comment on it. It was talking about the USA team and how JJ Reddick came in and Kobe just gave it to him. Wouldn't let him score in practice. And one thing I've noticed, because when I watched, JJ's podcast, when he had Shaq on, when it comes to Kobe, he doesn't really say much about Kobe. Doesn't really give him the love like players do. Like you watch Paul George's podcast, when they talk about Kobe, they love Kobe. If you go on like Draymond Green's, or you go on who else is there? Gilbert Arenas, they all showed his love to Kobe. JJ Reddick, and now who's the guy that played for the Timberwolves? Teague, I believe Teague. That guy that used to play for the Timberwolves. I think he plays for Atlanta now. He has a podcast.
Jeff Teague?
Yeah, Jeff Teague. Yeah. Him and JJ, I don't know if you saw the quote from Teague. He's like, I never really liked Kobe. He looked like he tried too hard. What? Okay. That's a different discussion for a different day. Yeah. Go look at that. It's kind of weird. But JJ kind of never showed love to Kobe. And today a clip of Carmelo Anthony was talking about it when they played for Team USA and JJ came in. Kobe gave it to him because, Mike Krzyzewski would talk about how great JJ was and how good he was in college. So Kobe wouldn't let him score in practice and shut him down and was fouling him and things like that. And so it's kind of funny. So I say all that with now JJ's coming into the house that Kobe built, technically, because it used to be Staples Center. Now it's crypto. And obviously we have the pandemic, so it's not really the house that LeBron built, but this is Kobe City. I don't think, other than Magic Johnson, who is more loved in the city of Los Angeles than Kobe. So it's very interesting that he's going to come to this team. But with this contract and Reddick's age, he's 39 years old. That's a very young age. So with the, with his age, with all that being said, what are the positives of this hire? What do you think are the positives? Give me a couple positives of this hire right now.
Player, like I said, he's a former player, so that's gonna help with the other players, I'm trying to think. I guess that respect factor. I'm trying to say that respect factor. All right, he's played a game. He's played it at all levels.
He's played against probably most of these people on the team.
Right. So so that respect factor that he knows what he's doing. He's got LeBron in the 80s back, because there was a report saying that I'm not sure if it's true or not, but AD gets to have his say so with the next coach, and so he already has LeBron and AD's respect. Now it's showing that he knows what to do and not just talking about it like he does on his podcast, or even when he gets on First Take or whatever sometimes. So like I said, he's young. Like I said before, this could be like a Steve Kerr, Ty Lue hire in the making. Cross my fingers. Former players who went to have success. Ty Lue just got an extension by the Clippers. Steve Kerr, obviously his dynasty, the former dynasty, whatever you want to call it. That's in Golden State right now. So it's like he's going to be the foreseeable coach for the future, as long as they want it. He wants to the coach, because 4 rings, you can pretty much do whatever the hell you want. So we got the jump on it. If maybe it turns out, maybe not.
Okay, yeah, I think another positive is the fact that it's a high risk, high reward situation. If he succeeds, it's a high reward for both. High reward for the Lakers. It's high reward for JJ Reddick. Hey, I came in, I took over a team that got swept in the playoffs, and I took them to the Western Conference Finals, or I took them to the finals, or I got them a championship. Any of those 3 things
That'll be huge.
is a success. Yeah, is a success.
Yes.
And can he come in? And we're both of us as Laker fans saw that the problem with the Lakers was mismanaging the players, mismanaging how you play your players.
Yes.
But also to an identity. Can he bring an identity to the Lakers? Like when we talk about the Lakers, you talk about the Showtime Lakers. That was an identity. When you talk about the Shaq and Kobe Lakers, that was a identity. If you talk about the Lakers with Powell and Kobe, that was an identity. They had an identity, and then they kind of lost it. Can he get them an identity back? And if he can, that's going to be huge. Because that's what we've been liking. That's what we've been missing. Shout out to Mr. Galloway, the greatest of all time. How you doing, sir? Hope you're having a wonderful day. Good evening. Can JJ Reddick give us an identity on the court? And then can he turn that identity into wins? Can he turn that identity into playoff wins, playoff series wins? Can he turn that into, because, all year you talked about it, you would always comment in the comments and things like that. Just, the mismanaging of players, the mismanaging of our defense, the mismanaging of who should be starting, this constant switching of the starting lineup, getting no acclimation together, getting no flow. And then we go into the playoffs and it just, looked horrible. And so I think that's the biggest thing coming out of this is, can he do those things? It's a fresh face. I think the Lakers are used to 2 coaches like really delivering championships. Pat Riley, Phil Jackson. Obviously, we had the bubble.
Frank Vogel.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. We had the bubble championship, but he got let go, and I think he unfairly got let go. I think they should have given him a little bit more time, but it is what it is. So now it's a fresh face. Yeah. No,
that was my thing with the Lakers.
No, you're good. Go ahead.
Like the Lakers don't give people time to coach it to the belt because like Sid Darvin Ham, 2 years. Frank Vogel, 2 years. Who else before that? Like I don't know.
Byron Scott,
Mike D'Antoni. Like that's the thing.
Rudy Tomjanovich, but I think he got sick.
Really?
Yeah, remember he got sick in like middle of the year or something like that, or I don't remember what happened to him. But he was coaching, and then But you're right; they don't give enough time. So that's another good thing for JJ, I think, in this scenario, because if they did get LeBron's approval, he's gonna have
Coach LeBron.
Yeah, don't forget Coach LeBron. They're gonna give him time. They're not gonna give him 2 years and then fire him. Like if you want to keep LeBron happy because he's the star, you're gonna give him time. And so that that is a positive. Obviously, he can grow with the job. If he picks up things really well. Again, you guys, the pedigree that he's coming from, the fact that he was coached by Stan Van Gundy and Coach Mike Krzyzewski, he has the pedigree to be a great coach. It's just, can he deliver? And I think the fact that he's going to surround himself with positive, assistant coaches like Rajon Rondo, Sam Cassell, Jared Dudley, guys that have been there, guys that have done it, I think is going to speak volume. What does this hire do for AD though? Because LeBron, we kind of like, okay, we kind of know, we don't know, but we kind of know. But what does it do for AD? What do you think this hire does for AD?
I was just actually before I hopped on, I was just reading a report how allegedly JJ Reddick said he wants to utilize AD more and like take the ball out of LeBron's hands down the stretch, so he's not doing too much, so we can save him for the playoffs like we tend to do this year. But yeah, so many injuries, and then Darvin Ham, with hands in his pockets, walking up and down the court, letting allowing 50 or runs happen. Then misusing Austin Reeves, their relationship, was kind of iffy. Velo, the relationship, this game was on the brinks, a whole bunch of stuff. But I think what it does for AD is, I hope with Robert Lincoln's help, he puts him back at the 4, because since 2020, we have never gotten back to AD strictly being a 4.
Yeah,
and I hope we sign, bring back somebody like Jackson Hayes. Castleton is healthy. Hell, we might even use the 17th pick on a center, so AD can strictly be at the 4, because that's when he was most effective. No, he's not banging. Yeah, he's not banging. He's not banging with the Joel Embiid. He's not banging with the
Jokic.
Yeah, you all know he's not banging with Doncic Sabonis, his arch rival.
Yeah, he's not banging with. He's not banging with Cat. Yeah, no, for sure. And I think, and I remember when we got AD, that was like a thing. Like, he didn't want to play the 5, but it was he had to.
He keeps seeing it. Yeah.
And so now as JJ comes in, do you don't like there's not going to be the 7'2", 7'3" centers anymore. You might go get a 6'9" center, you might go get a 7-footer, maybe a 6, even a 6'8". But what you want is somebody that can be down low, and like you said, bang with these other centers, because AD just can't. I don't mean to disrespect him. He just, remember how Shannon Sharp called plexiglass? AD plexiglass. Like, Mr. Glass over there. And so, we need to get him down to the 4 and be that stretch 4. What up, Big Reg? Hope you're having a wonderful day. Appreciate you stopping by.
Let's get Reg.
So I think you're right. I think we need to make a move to get a center, move AD to the 4, have LeBron at the 3, and then kind of figure out what you're going to do with D'Lo, what you're going to do with Austin Reeves. Does D'Lo come off the bench? Does Austin Reeves come off the bench? Because I don't think you can play them both. I think you kind of need one of them to be a spark plug off the bench. You're disagreeing with me, or are you agreeing with me?
No, I'm saying I was saying Austin Reeves and D'Lo can't be starting together. Like, that magic they had like what, a year or 2 years ago now. Yeah, because they both suck at defense. And y'all know, Discord, the world knows I'm a D'Lo, Austin Reeves, JJ Reddick, all that fan. But I understand, like, defense is still needed in the NBA, and D'Lo, even though how special he is on offense, he just gets burned. Austin Reeves chasing around on screens, gets burned. So one of them has to come off the bench. And I think that would be vital for us down the stretch, because having a 6-man, that's needed. You look at all these championship teams, having a 6-man is crucial. Most slowly, I hate to talk about them, but the Celtics, having a 6-man off the bench. I want to say the 6-man was, you can argue Al Horford, Peyton Pritchard, maybe. Daddy, it's fine. But they you need to have someone off the bench that can do it all. If not, do one thing well, such as offense.
Daddy, and then hopefully JJ kind of gets back to the defensive mentality for this team. Like I said, we haven't had an identity, and that's what we need. Shout out to Jason. What's going on, little man?
So what's up to the people?
You
I think we need to get to that defense back, get that defensive mentality back, because I think that's what's really, I think we're always going to be able to score. but it's defense. And that being said, what do you think a priority for JJ should be? What should be his main priority now as the head coach? Because I mean, they're probably going to do the press conference tomorrow or sometime this week. What should his main priority be?
I think his main priority should be, surrounding himself with a good coaching staff to kind of help him out throughout the season. Because, like I said, he's new. He's a rookie coach, so he's going to need all the experience he can get outside of LeBron. Telling him what to do. Mainly, he's going to needs to have when to call timeout. Look, for me, as long as you don't let a 15-year-old run happen like Darvin Ham, I'm good. Like, have some type of situational basketball awareness. Know when to know your players' strengths and weaknesses. Learn that, definitely learn that, definitely. Because we don't know what's going to happen to D'Lo, what's going to happen to Reeves. Trades have been all trade talks again. Number 17th pick. Our sophomores, what? Shafino, is he going to be a factor? Casta, is he going to be a factor? No, so much. So, just those things. Just surround yourself with experience with people who did it before. Get to know your players inside and out. And
Yeah, for sure. I think JJ's number one priority needs to be Anthony Davis. You need to sit down with Anthony Davis and say, look, I'm not going to play at the 5. I'm going to play at the 4. And we're going to build so that way you're not banging with the bigs and you're not getting hurt. And you're going to be, LeBron's going to be LeBron, but you're going to be our go-to guy. And I'm going to trust you. And I'm going to trust that you can deliver for us and get him to buy into it. I think, and also, I think he needs to, a number priority is you need to sit down with players and kind of get them to also buy in, because there was a lot of, I'll say, bad blood between players and Darvin Ham. And so now you got to get these guys to believe and get that effort out of them. And because again, D'Lo or Reeves is going to go to the bench. So you're going to have to get that production from them and hope that they buy into it, and accept that, like, yo, my place is on the bench. I'm a 6-man now. In order for us to win. I think that's a huge thing. We talked about possibly hiring assistants. I think he's on the right track with the reports that we've heard. Is there anybody outside the box, anybody you can think of that you would like to see JJ get a hold of as one of his assistants, or are you cool with the reports that we've heard, or any comments on the assistants?
No, I gotta dive back into that. I haven't checked into that, but I wouldn't be mad at Rondo. He was praised for his IQ when he was a player, even when, especially for our 2020 championship run. Definitely having him, LeBron, and Reddick's minds for the game will be crucial. So, but I don't know who's out there, who wants to be on the on his staff. Cause I think Darvin Ham just got re-signed back to the Bucks, so I don't think he'll be welcome back into the Lakers building for a while. Yeah, so get that some time.
Yeah, I agree with you. All right. So early predictions, Jay. Where do you think this hire takes the Lakers? Do they win a playoff series? Do they get the number 1 seed? Are they an 8th seed? Western Conference Finals, semifinals, finals, championship? What's your early prediction for this whole hiring of JJ Reddick to the Lakers?
We're not going to get the number 1 seed because the West, and I'm not saying that we can't, but the West is so damn tough. Like, we just saw like an hour ago, the Thunder just traded for Caruso, and knowing, and we all know who Alex Caruso is, We gave that man a chance, coached him up a little bit. Chicago Bulls signed him, pretty much wasted this time. But and now he's playing for contender. That man turned himself into a two-way role player. I'm not gonna say star, but an important two-way role player, known for his defense. Definitely on that 2020 squad, like our perimeter defense, and he was a big piece of it. And now you got Lou Dortz, SGA, and Caruso defending you. That's tough, and that's just one team. And you already know. I don't think the Suns are going to stay on their hands. They're going to surround, KD, Bradley Beal, and Booker with some better talent. Who else? I think the Kings had a down year. They're going to bounce back. Yeah, Mavs just finished, and even though they are underperformed in the finals, they're going to reload. Hopefully, Luka gets better.
Timberwolves is a good team, and you're forgetting the Nuggets. The Nuggets who were champions 2 years ago. So yeah, definitely. Absolutely. Like that's 6 teams right there. So the Lakers are already playing up on an uphill battle, going into the season. You still got the Warriors, Spurs could be a team, Clippers, obviously. So there's like 9 or 10 teams that can possibly make moves and get into the position to be a top team.
But yeah, definitely we're still gonna be the mix. It just Rob Pelinka needs to look back and see how can he make this roster better. What we're gonna do the 17th pick. Our coaching staff gonna try to find another undrafted gem like we've been doing. Like I said, Austin Reeves undrafted, Alex Caruso undrafted. So do we do it? Go that route again? Do we use the number 55th pick on Bronny? So
yeah, for sure. And that's another question too. Does JJ Reddick draft Bronny James? As a fan, what do you think? Should they draft him?
I'll say give him a chance. Number 55th pick can't hurt towards the end of the draft anyway. Might as well. Why not? Like I said,
why is little man crying?
He's sleepy. But I think THT Taylor Horn Tucker we got in the second round. Who else we got in the second round? Like Zubac. So we had success finding players in the second round. That's just now with this one, it's a lot of politics behind it. A lot. Yeah. We picked Bronny. Oh man, that was LeBron's decision. They were coerced into drafting Bronny. They had no choice. But if Bronny actually takes his time to develop, like how Max Christie has, he was an underrated role player this season. Didn't even get much playing time, but if you're a Laker diehard, you would know you can see the improvement that he has since he's been here. So it could pan out for us. It could be crash and burn. Who knows? Like I said, second round pick, really no big deal. Give the boy a chance. Why not?
For sure. Going off of the Lakers to the I lost my train of thought. But yeah, I think if he's there. There's probably a lot of backroom talking right now between LeBron, the Lakers, JJ, things like that. If Bronny doesn't get selected, do they, then sign him to a summer deal and have him play in the summer league and see what he does there. And kind of go that route. I think that if he's there later rounds, I don't know if I want to do a second, but he's there in the later rounds. I don't know how I to be honest with you, I haven't watched the NBA draft in a while, so I don't know how far draft they go. They go like if they go like the NFL. But if he's there late, I would take him. And might as well take him, and maybe we get lucky. Who knows? That's what I was going to ask you. We didn't really get to talk. I know I've seen some of your comments. How'd you feel about the Celtics winning the championship?
I hate it. Strong dislike. Jerry West had the right idea. He said he will die again before he see the Celtics win. But I am I'll push all that aside. I am happy for Rule Holiday. Been a big fan of his for a long time. Just he was on the Sixers. Definitely deserving. Al Horford loving, like great story. Like what, 17, 18 years, and you finally do it. The first, what was it? The first Dominican, to ever win a championship. That's crazy. As long as basketball ran around, you mean tell me he's the first? That's nuts. And then also, what's another player on there that I actually give respect? No, I'm glad Brown got, Jaylen Brown got a MVP for a second there. I thought, the NBA's politics was going to sway, let Tatum get it. But no, he's definitely trying to elevate his game since that the world ridiculed him of not having a left hand. He's proved that he's worth $300 million. But yeah. What? Also, yeah, Derek White. He was a former Spurs player here. No, great. Actually, I'll even say elite two-way player at the brim, and his busted teeth.
Oh wow, this is kind of crazy, Jay. This is way off topic, but it just popped up on Twitter because I was trying to see anything on Twitter, and this popped up. Wow, Rams. Matthew Stafford's wife, Kelly, says she slept with his backup quarterback at Georgia to make Matthew jealous. And it's on a podcast talking about it. Now, they weren't married and they were just dating, I guess. But damn, to go on a podcast and talk about that. They just give a mic to anybody.
It's the summer, but it's a cold world out here. It's cold.
It's a cold world. It's a cold world out there. All right. What? Any other remarks or anything you want to bring up about the Lakers before we get out of here? We're not going to stay too long. We're going to, just talk about this real quick, and we'll kind of do some more of these when news pops up and we're able to get together. But is there anything else you want to bring up, talk about, or mention as far as this Lakers situation?
No, just for me, I hope the Lakers or Rob Pelinka do something to get out of the new CBA, like what the first threshold. Kind of over that right now. So if you wanted to, use our money to sign, use our mid-level exception. If we want to make moves to contend in the West. Definitely need to get that. Start doing that. You see, the Thunder ain't playing games. A couple days after the Celtics win, they ain't all right. Next season, like, hey, who's trading who's on the hot block? We need to do that.
Yep, for sure. Definitely do, and I agree with you. So, I think that's going to be it for now. Make sure to like, subscribe, follow if you're not. Make sure to share. Again, we're going to do some more of this. It's off season right now for football. Basketball season just ended. As news comes out, we'll try to pop up and do some things. But Still Conspiracy will be coming back. Just got to see when. But appreciate everybody that was in the chat. Appreciate everybody that stopped by. And if you're watching this, make sure to hit that like. I hope you have a wonderful day. Jay, let the people know where they can find you and subscribe and see all your great content once you pick that back up.
Yes. Definitely will try to be back soon as I get my schedule back more solid. As I get through what I'm done, taking care of what I need to take care of. Definitely to see me back, doing more lives with Suge, own show. Even on Twitch. Find me on Twitch. Definitely playing whatever, mostly horror games. Definitely need to start doing back that because a lot of people been hitting me up like, "Hey, this horror game is coming out. Are you gonna play it?" So I definitely need to get back on it, and I'm going to. Just gotta be a dad first. Gotta take care of what I need to take care of. Again, shout out to all the single parents out there. Definitely ain't easy.
It ain't easy. And also, too, happy Father's Day. I didn't get to say it to you last week, but happy Father's Day from one father to another, man. Appreciate you. Thank you. I appreciate it. And you can find me Suge Knight 323 on TikTok, Twitter, and YouTube. Suge Knight 1323 on Twitch. I'm going to be trying to do some more Twitch stuff when I'm able to. Might even play some games tonight. I've been playing some Hearthstone and obviously playing some Magic lately. I haven't been playing Fortnite. The whole Mad Max thing is kind of killing it for me. But you can find me doing that. And make sure to like, subscribe, and follow. Appreciate everybody that's here. I hope you guys have a wonderful night. Stay safe, and we will talk to you later.